to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, home of the Panthers, in a program built on the backs of legends like Tony Dorsett, Hugh Green, Mark May, and Mike Ditka give it the toughness that is epitomized by anyone who plays in the Steel City. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. As we'll see, the Colorado Buffaloes taking on the winners of 9 straight, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Pitt lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to go for a big one. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
You want to settle everybody in on the road? You want to take the nerves away? Run the football. Really, really good job. The offensive line, they're physical and nasty. They're not nervous. They're not worried about this crowd getting loud. They just want to hit you right in the mouth, and they started the game off with some good physicality.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive. This guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack, and their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself,
and the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
And that is an all-too-familiar sight. Listen, this team won last week, but they gave up 4 sacks. They got to protect this young man early in this game. Don't set the tone, and let's not go back to last week.
And to get rid of it quickly. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot, he gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback.
And the pass is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Now, that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
On the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. There he goes down the right side. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Colorado. Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Daniels. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. He leaves it with the back. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll go right back to him. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired of getting worn down in the fourth quarter.
The Panthers with the 1st and 10. Makes it past the marker. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
And it's runs like that, man, where he just shows you a little bit of everything that is the reason why he's in the Heisman race. Like, this dude leads the nation in rushing for a reason. They hand him the football a lot. They trust him, and he continues to deliver and make big play after big play. This dude is an absolute superstar.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
They'll go with a direct snap. And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
That didn't bust for a long one, but now 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not 3rd in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Oh, they knock it free. Oh, and just like they threw it up, put it on the ground, fall on top of it, still get the 1st down.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on it.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Got it in the middle. It's Madden. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. Finds a crease at the 20. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Defenses have had their hands full slowing this guy down all season long. It's the speed, and it's the open field running ability and vision. That's why he's 2nd in the nation in rushing yards, and that's why he's square in the conversation for the Heisman Trophy.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
That's a good example of why location on throws is so important. It's 3rd down, and if the quarterback just puts that in a better spot, his player can catch it and advance it and maybe get the 1st, but because he killed his receiver's momentum because of the poor throw, the defense was able to rally and make a stop.
So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. The inside handoff. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down. And the Buffaloes want to move quickly.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the 1st. Let's see what happens next.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell extends to the ball, but Great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On second down, wants to throw it. Moves around to clear up the vision. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Going for the big play. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. The Buffaloes have their offense in high gear. On the move. Man, he was going to get his jaw jacked. He got down just in time. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14.
There's just nothing doing on that last run. And they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right?
Fires one high and deep. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Bucks! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Dances away. He's going to run it. Open space at the 25. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a 1st down. Out of the gun to give to the back. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. First down to start the drive after the break. Here's the handoff. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Back to throw. It's Irvin. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Panthers! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working, a lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
Finds his big tight end. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. He lofts one down the sideline. Snags it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. They make the stop, and this running game moves the change as they get the first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball somewhere.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
A designed run for the quarterback. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12. Quarterback checking the play. Dropping back, it's Irvin. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Looking at 3rd down.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. On 1st and goal, let's see what Pitt does here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, you know, if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. He makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Lining up for the PAT. And they tack on the extra point to cut the lead to 21-17. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. It's complete. And he's brought down after a nice game. And the Buffaloes moving quickly to the line.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to...
Trying to burn this defensive back. And he makes the catch inside the 15. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Colorado.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets a block. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, PITT. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they close it to a 28-24 game. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, Phyllis, here's a final update on a top 15 clash. Virginia delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Charlottesville. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the ACC. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Hand off from the shotgun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Quarterback extends the play. Got it in stride inside the 20. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, it didn't take long for this guy to leave his impact in the game, guys. With that catch, this guy's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're not even done the 1st half.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Starting to feel a little pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They want to just keep throwing it. It's complete on the right side. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Never a doubt. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it in halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. At the 35, he's got room. He now has 84 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. Looking to move it through the air. Dances away from the heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Logan. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Dropping back, it's Irvin. Hit as he throws. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. At midfield, he's got room. Quarterback gets the first down. How frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a quarterback like that. They finally get him out of bounds. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
And if I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the second half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Fires to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
They'll make the stop right there, but Pittsburgh moves the chains, and they have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Irvin. Got his man in the middle. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
And the pass hits. Picked off.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket. And they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Coming after it. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
On the run, fires downfield. Grabbed in the middle, it's Daly. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Floating away. He'll throw it. Makes the grab on the left. On the move is the 30. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. He wants to throw. Getting some heat. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
After the incompletion, looking at second down. Calls his own number. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Third and long from the 30-yard line, and this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. On a little time, lets it go. And they can't make the play on third down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. Third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the Buffaloes will try to convert on 4th down. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Fourth and a long way to go, but the offense is going to give it a shot. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to scramble. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
So many factors go into making the big play in the big moment. Calling the right play, getting protection. You got it all dialed up. It's perfect. And then he does that. Drops the ball right in his hands.
Makes the grab. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is the guy that, listen, when the...
Oh, there's the ball. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
You just wonder about this guy's confidence right now. After fumbling in his last game, he's just fumbled again now. He seems like he's a little bit unsure of himself, and because of that, if you're the offensive coordinator, how many more times do you want to go back to this guy in this game?
Using his feet to buy time. Looking down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And that has got to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no way the receiver should have been allowed to be that open deep down the field. Somebody on defense blew their assignment.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Touch pass on the run. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
A solid run there as he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Going up top on first down. Pressure coming. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run it from the gun. Just enough there to get it to the 25. A pickup of 2. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Back to throw. It's Urban. Looking to scramble. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. At the 45 on its way. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. from the gun. They'll try to impose their running game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Buys a little time. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll throw it on first down. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. On to attempt the try. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. All tied up and just about set to kick it away.
Return goes out of bounds.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. They're trying to get to it. And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He lets one fly deep. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Touchdown, Buffs! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arizona State is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Sun Devil Stadium, but despite the forks up right now, this one is tight. They're up by a field goal over Rutgers. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. To the air. It's Irvin. Now adjusting. Got out of trouble and throws. Firing to the right, complete. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped and it'll be first down.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
It's complete to the left. Nice move. Creates some space. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fires toward the end zone. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force.
He's going to let it go. He's got it down the left side. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
If you're going to be in the Heisman picture, you got to make plays week in, week out at receiver, and that's what he does. He's a good route runner. He's reliable, and he's got speed to take it to the house. Top 5 in the nation right now in receiving it.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Get the quarterback off the spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all 3 of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Leaves it with the back. Not a lot of daylight there. Let's give him 1 to the 14. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Forced down in the pocket. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. The PITT offense back on the field and ready to roll. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish strong.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver shows motion. On the run, it's Daly. He's piled up 82 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. He's going to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Buffaloes. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play. Looking for a huge play. He's got it up to 30. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback is snowed under. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Irvin. Pocket starts to collapse. Runs through a tackle. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
A simple play, simple game. Get that 1st down. That's all that matters. I don't try to trick. I go back to what I know I do really, really well.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Quarterback checking off. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation and put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. He'll off one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll take another shot here. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed.
It's just frustrating. You know, you're an offense, you're in a great position, you're up by 2 scores. All you do is take care of the football. Premium, taking care of the football. We're trying to run some clock. We're trying to get out of here with a W. Turning the football over is the worst thing you could possibly do.
He'll start this drive firing. Now improvising. And he makes the grab, but he's out of bounds. Incomplete pass. Let's see what they've got on second down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to throw, it's Irvin. He's taking a deep shot. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Catch inside the 25. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Colorado. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The offense will quickly use a timeout. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Not the type of accuracy you typically see from this senior quarterback. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. They'd hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from.
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock...
He unleashes a long one. Makes the grab down the left side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout, Colorado.
One more play to pad the stats. Looking to go up top on 1st down. He's not afraid to go deep. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show